You have your reports from your boards, committees, and departments. Have any questions? They will be on the agenda for y'all to approve. Item number 1 under discussion on employee health renewal. John Finley. John, you got the floor.
Pass down for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic news.
We like that.
So, yeah, our first renewal was, I want to say around 12%. So anyway, we've been able to negotiate it down to 2% for your standard, which is a super renewal. A little bit of an increase on dental and vision, but very, very little. Grand scheme of things, you're less than $1 on your dental plan. You're about 34 cents on your vision plan, so we're talking pennies on the dollar. But the health insurance is the big one. Now, there's an alternate carrier line item there that's empty. I could certainly get y'all quotes, but if you want to stay with Blue Cross Blue Shield, I would definitely recommend to take the renewal at 2%. Without having to decrease the benefits for the employees, keep it just like it is, that would be my recommendation.
You know, over the years, we've looked anywhere from 12% increase to 9% to 7%. This is a fantastic renewal. I agree 100%, especially with some of the rates that I've been hearing that's coming in for some of the other places that they have received astronomically high.
We'll say the Obamacare numbers will scare you to death, make them out.
Bet they will.
Have the employees been satisfied with Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Yes. You know, we tried Humana, we've tried United Healthcare, and both of those have been disasters for us. I mean, it makes everybody's life miserable. But as far as Blue Cross Blue Shield, I mean, and you know, they also have, they've got the alternative to buy up to the P plan rather than the S plan that we furnished with.
I could sell you something cheaper, Councilman Queener, for sure. But the employees would not like it, like what they have now, in my opinion, and it wouldn't work as well. Now, years ago, we did move all the employees over to Humana, and it was not good. Now, it saved a lot of money, but it was really rough on the employees.
Oh, and I'm not looking to cut. I was just making sure that the employees were happy with what we were providing, so.
Mr. Finley, I have to agree with you on this solely too, that I feel like most of all employees are happy with this here, and the Blue Cross Blue Shield, I think, has done a fantastic job.
Any questions?
Thank you for the legwork.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Thank you.
This goes into effect, is it January 1?
Yes, sir. January 1st.
And we'll get everything set up between now and then with you and I, make sure no changes and all that stuff. And if anybody has any additions or removals, we'll take care of all that.
We'll try to get the HRA cards for the employees again this year like we typically
have
do.
been.
Yeah, and we'll try to get that for them.
I also want to say thanks to E. Hill Insurance for the hard work, dedication that you're committed to the city and the county.
Thank you.
If there's no more questions on that, I will have that on the agenda for you all to act upon. Item number 2, discussion on city attorney. You all have received the actual RFP RFQs, and I will have that on the agenda for you all to act upon unless y'all have any questions. Okay, item number 3 on the agenda, event permit for worship walk. Sandra Thurman.
She's here.
Sandra, you want to come up?
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. I appreciate y'all taking the time to hear me out. All right, so the idea is, overall in general, there are so many people everywhere, but specifically in our town, that need some help. And I feel like the great place to start with that would be looking to the Lord, bringing church to the streets specifically. I feel in my spirit, this right over here, I believe it's called Tennessee Avenue, right down from the power company. I was driving through there one day and I could just feel this is where it needs to happen. Now I have been over there. I have timed myself. I walked up one side of that street and down the other side. It took me 3 minutes and 34 seconds to walk that entire street. Personally, myself, I would love to do it 7 times. There's a lot of biblical significance with that. But, you know, anybody that decides to show up there, they don't need to do that if they don't want to do that. So I'm just hoping, I'm asking if we could have that little bit of road on a Saturday. I'm not too picky about when that is. All of the businesses there, I checked their business hours except for the one store, that bin store. They didn't have any business hours in their window. Beacon Finance closes at noon. Katie's closes it's either 3 or 3:30. So if we start at 4, we wouldn't be in the way of anybody or their business. Again, the bin store, I can't speak for them. I didn't see any hours. But the absolute maximum time I think that we would need would be an hour, and probably not even that long. So, you know, if myself, if I walk up and down 7 times, that's like 24 minutes. You know, just praising and praying and asking the Lord to move in this town. Because when I was a little girl, I'm talking about a teenager, I used to walk all over this town, and I've seen a lot of heavy stuff specifically in that area. So I mean, really, this could be useful any part of town, but that spot over there, I've seen homeless people and prostitutes and a lot of stuff happening over there, and I feel like that would be a great place to start something like that.
You just want to do it one Saturday a month, or?
Just one Saturday period.
Okay.
Dan, what's your
Saturday
thoughts
period.
on this?
What Saturday is that you want to do?
Any one of, I'm not too picky now, but either the 15th or the 29th, unless you all feel more like waiting for the spring. I don't know how you all feel about the time frame.
This is up to you. You're gonna be going out there in the
You're-
cold.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
then,
cold
if it's
around
up,
Tennessee.
Yeah, when it
yeah,
blows off.
well, if
I
it's,
believe I believe that.
if it's up to me, I would like November. Either the 15th or the 29th. I guess maybe the 29th might.
November?
Yes. The 29th might give us more people to reach, more word to get out, maybe a little more time. But either day I'm okay with.
I think it's a great idea. I think it's something that will probably be meaningful to the city, and it would also open up a lot of people's eyes, and I think you're going to be knowing you, as long as I know you since you're a little girl, that you'll be primarily speaking from the heart, and how you feel and everything.
I just want people to feel the Holy Spirit and run and jump and pray and whatever it takes. There's people, I've met people in this town that have never even heard about Jesus. And to me, that's wild. But I was raised in it, and a lot of people weren't. So, you know, why not just get it out there?
I support you 110%
Well,
on
thank
this.
you.
I really
Thank you.
do. And if your heart tells you later on you might want to do it again, you follow your heart, whatever your heart tells you to do.
Okay.
And like I say, and I'm definitely for this, and I commend you.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Any other questions?
So,
Give Stan a date and we'll put it on the agenda.
yeah, if you could, I will put it on the agenda, but if you would give me a date and a definite time before next Tuesday.
I got it right now.
You do?
Yeah.
You want to do the
We'll
29th?
do the 29th from 4 to 5. if we can do that.
Decisive, isn't she?
I've been doing some homework on it. You know, my husband thinks I'm a little nuts.
You follow your heart and do whatever you want, you feel like you
I
want
want
to. And you're exactly, stand right, I'm goofy at times myself.
I know I am.
Oh, I thought you was gonna agree with me.
I do agree with you. But that will be on the agenda for you all to act on as
Okay.
well.
I'm excited for you.
So when the time comes, what is it that we need to do? Just show up down there?
Yes, because we.
You won't need any
we'll-
traffic control or anything, will you?
Have to put barricades
Yeah,
up.
they'll have to barricade
Yeah.
that street, which me and Matt will work that out.
Okay. And parking, the opposite end of the last store over here, there's a tire shop or something right there.
There's a city parking lot down there at the end.
Is it
Right in
next to
front of
the
that tire
power?
shop.
Yeah.
Right in front of that tire shop.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's where I parked when I went down. Okay.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Okay, so that's what I'll tell
We
everybody.
appreciate you coming here before this
Oh,
council
of course, I wanna
and all of us.
let it be known, you know. Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all's time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, that will be on the agenda for y'all to act upon. Item number 4, discussion on adding additional cameras to the city of LaFollette. That's, yeah, I gave mine to somebody and I was looking for it. We have actually received a grant from PEP, as we do every year, and it's, Laura, help me out with this. Steph, you got that in on that cost? Okay, there you go. The cameras are gonna cost $6,400. That's conservation grant through PEP. And this would be installing additional new cameras, one wide angle camera at the walking trail park area, which is back here where we had the poles destroyed. 3 cameras on the parking lot side of the walking trail, 1 camera at the city splash pad, 1 wide angle camera at the ball field, 1 wide angle camera on the police impound area up in front of the utilities, 3 cameras at the RV park, 1 camera at Tag Springs, and 3 new cameras with 1 NVR at West LaFollette office building, which is the community center over there. It would actually be adding, I think we told that, 14 new cameras to the
That's the
existing
cost of what?
$6,400
Total.
total.
And there's gonna, is it 100% grant?
No, it's not 100% grant. We've got to come up with $1,700, and Matt and Chris have both agreed that that would come out of their budget to fund the remaining part of that.
Didn't we approve last year to do some of these cameras?
Well, we added additional cameras to, if you remember, to the multi-sport building, over here on this side of City Hall, that where you come up on that porch.
We approved several intersections.
Yes.
That didn't ever
But
happen.
they have not been installed yet.
Those intersections, they can't get Wi-Fi to, was the problem. Because we were gonna have to buy Wi-Fi spots for each one of them. It was so expensive that he was trying to get with, the new, internet company, from Scott County. What's the name of it?
Alan.
Yes, Howland. He was trying to work with Howland to work out something with them to see if we could get internet that way.
So we didn't purchase those cameras last year?
We purchased some of them, but not the ones at the intersection.
What did we do, the money that was left over?
We didn't have to come up with additional funds with that grant.
If this is a PEP grant, if it's already in the budget, the matching's already in there.
Well, that part, but it's over the
Is it-
grant.
is it over the
It's
amount?
over, yes.
Okay.
And that's what they were agreeing since
Okay.
we were doing all these. Because, I mean, the cameras that we've got, they've solved murders and everything else.
Understood.
It's gonna be a big, huge.
Now, have you checked to see if these locations are Wi-Fi?
Yes, that's how we got this, yes.
So the match, you said was $1,700?
Well, that's the portion that we have to pay. The match is done. That's the
And that's
additional
gonna
on
come
top
out
of
of
that.
Chris? match, but
But the total package is $6,400.
And we've already received this grant. Or we
Yes.
applying for it? We
No,
haven't
we've
received
done
it.
receive it.
Okay. We can't have a New York City pretty soon.
A lot of people don't know that there's, I mean, look how many things that we've solved over here in Sergeant
forget they're
Park.
there.
and- Oh, I know.
The
Even
cam-
back here in the back
The
park.
cameras definitely make a big difference in the city.
They've made a
It really
huge.
does.
I mean, police department can stand vouch for that, and fire department can too, on accidents and things of that nature that's happened out there.
Make sure we do clarification. These cameras are not cameras that's going to give you a speeding ticket or nothing like that. These are cameras that's gonna help the city, right, Stan?
Scotty, they're gonna give you all kinds of tickets. Littering tickets? No, I'm joking.
No,
They're-
I just
No,
wanna make sure
they're
that.
not. they're not,
They're
they're
just to
not.
review if there's an issue.
Exactly.
That's it.
I wanna make sure that was on record.
If you want to. Any other questions on that one?
No.
Okay, that will be on the agenda for you all to act upon. Item number 5, discussion on non-disclosure agreement. That agreement is in your packet. Chuck, do you want to talk a little bit about it? And I'll.
So I had asked Stan about drafting this up, due to the fact that over the last, well, since I've been on council, we have had numerous items that get released out to the public and to the press before there's actually an official statement that goes out. So the way to combat that is to do a non-disclosure agreement that everybody signs and agrees to. These are actually punishable by law if you violate them. But, you know, we've lost some businesses because of potential businesses coming in because of things being released before everything was solidified. And I just don't want to see us possibly lose any future business.
It ought to be in our charter.
Well, it should be, but it's not. But I think, I mean, regardless whether it be the council and myself, I think it needs to go to all the department heads as well, including our codes department, because I think this agreement should apply to them as well.
Basically, all city employees, really,
Yes.
because you know, we're privy to things that aren't ready to be made public.
I agree.
Right.
But you know, the majority of the time it's made to the department head or to myself or to you all before it is anyone else.
Yeah. You know, once the city comes out and makes a public announcement or puts it on Facebook, then, you know, everybody can do what they want to with it at that point, but,
Their position is the first one to know everything.
They know a lot. Ask Jimmy Pack, he knows everything, doesn't Jimmy?
Oh, yeah. And then some.
Glad you made it for that.
That's what Terry said. But no, Chuck, I agree with you. I mean, I don't have a bit of problem with it. I mean, if the rest of the council agrees with it, we need to put it on the agenda.
I don't have a problem with it either, but has anybody spoken with an attorney to see if we can legally do this?
Actually, I sent this to Reed, and Reed looked over it and said he didn't have a problem, but I will get back with him before the meeting to
What about
make
him,
definite sure. Huh?
What about impasse?
I have
This-
not.
Let's run it through impasse and see if this is a common thing, and if so, what are the problems that they ran into and how we fix them to begin?
Okay, we can do that.
No sense in reinventing the wheel.
I think it's both great.
Those are only civil
Chuck,
penalties, they're not
want to?
criminal penalties, that,
depends on what you put in it.
we have anything in it, I can read it.
Yours is gonna have something special.
I've been special all my life.
I mean, I'm just trying to protect the interest of the city.
Exactly.
I just wanna make
Think
sure we
it's
do
a
it
great
right.
idea.
I don't disagree with
And
you.
nothing's official unless it comes from the city administrator on our webpage, or either by letter.
He speaks for us,
Released to the-
that's correct. Just run it through the bill and see what comes out.
Okay, and I will try If I do get you all an answer back before Tuesday, I'll let you know. If I don't, I'll have it by the next workshop. Is that fair?
Yep.
Washington's already got this, but it didn't work, but
Oh, Lord.
Moving right
better
along.
get me out of here, I'm getting wound up.
He is. He is. Any other questions or any other comments on that?
Thanks,
No.
Sean, for doing that.
Okay. Under Police Department, discussion on promoting Christian Mullins to a full-time patrolman effective November 15, 2025. Chief Forsyth.
Officer Christian Mullins is a certified law enforcement officer, been certified for about 2 or 3 years. He spent a year over at UT Police, thought he was gonna go do a business idea, decided he wanted to come back into law enforcement. We brought him on part-time a couple months ago. He's done a awesome job. His field training officers really think he's doing awesome, and they're ready to turn him loose on his own. He lives here in LaFollette, bought a home here, that's why we got him. And he has his family and wife and kids here, and we'd like to bring him on full-time, and he'll be a great asset to the department.
Any questions on that? I'll have it on the agenda for y'all to act on. Item number 1 under Public Works, discussion on promoting James Lay to a full-time operator effective November 15, 2025. Director Boshiers.
He's done real good. He's a good driver and takes care of everything.
He's a very sharp fellow. We were very fortunate to get him. He does already have his CDLs, as he said. I mean, he's doing a great job. You was out there the other day when he was out there working. He's super, we were super fortunate to get him. Any questions? I will have that on the agenda for y'all to act on. Under ordinances and resolutions, resolution 2025-19 authorizing the city of LaFollette to participate in the PEP Risk Management Pool Driver Safety Loss Control Grant Program. This is something every year that we apply for. Also, it's one of those PEP grants. It is for driver safety, and all of our departments that have vehicles that are drove in it can participate in the driver's safety grant. And I think every one of them, police, fire, rec, and public works, all take opportunity on this grant.
Fair enough.
Have any questions on it?
No.
It will be on the agenda for y'all to act upon. Resolution 2025-20, Administrative Services for Community Development Partners, State of Tennessee, fiscal year 2025 Parks and Recreation Program, LPRF. Terry?
That is, that's for the sports complex. We have done everything for the procurement except for passing the resolution. Once they pass the resolution for administrative, and then the next item on the agenda for Duragroup for engineering, that will move along the sports complex grant.
Or is this sports complex grant?
It's that,
It's that,
that $2.8 million
that,
grant. It's just a procedure that you have to pick, administrative person and an engineer, if you decide to move through with.
If you decide to move
Yes.
through, good enough.
yeah, it's gotta go to the state for approval.
Yeah, and we've got to accept it and all that.
Understood.
Any questions on it? It will be on the agenda for y'all to act on. Resolution 2025-21, Engineering Services for Adura Group, State of Tennessee fiscal year 2025 Parks and Recreation Program LPRF. This is the same thing. This is an engineering services that if you all and the state can approve this, that's who you would use as an engineering service.
If.
That's the big word. No questions, that will be on the agenda for y'all to act upon. I would like to give you all just a heads up. I will be getting with you all sometime this week. Tried to work it out for tonight and couldn't get it to happen because of looking for some funding issues. I know Chuck had asked about this several times about the traffic lights. There was a couple of funding sources that Cannon and Cannon was going through, Brian Hoss, that I've asked to come up and speak with you all. He's actually done the traffic lighting for Clinton, Sevierville, Knox, city and county. And he's done several of them, and he's really good with finding sources to fund it instead of you paying for it out of your own funds. He is still waiting on someone to give him some word on some funding, how much we can get funding on. He plans on letting me know this week about when he would like to come up with Progressive Electric and meet with you all on the traffic light situation that we do have out
The
here.
current traffic light situation.
Yes, and I did tell him that our first number one priority would be looking at the traffic signals down at Toe String Road, El Pueblitos, and Lowe's.
I was heading eastbound, got in the turning lane, turned up Independence, the CVS today. The arrow turned green, one car got through.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot.
And
We got
as you
several
all know,
problems.
and I think I shared this with Chuck, our traffic light signals, our traffic has outgrown our signals. We have in the street loops that actually operate these things, and our traffic has grown so much. It would be going to a system, like I said, Clinton or Sevierville. I know Sevierville is doing 4 intersections a year. And what happens is they install these new traffic lights, and instead of having the loops in the road that you run over to
Magnetic
make the
loops,
traffic
yeah.
light activate, they have cameras on top of the traffic lights. And they actually trigger the traffic light when that traffic pattern starts backing up to actually let the traffic through. I know Chief Forsyth and I actually met with Brian Hoss and gave him a lot of your all's concerns when he started putting everything together with you all, for you all. And that was one of the concerns that we told him we wanted to focus on first, is that lower end because of how that traffic's backing up. But now, I will tell you, I spoke to the state, it's been a couple of months ago, and I know we've had the issue, and we started to do it once before, and I don't remember why we never did do it. But this traffic light out here in front of Bowman's Jewelers, or
First
Seven
Street.
Rose, First Street, that traffic light is useless in my opinion.
It only helps the pedestrians across the street.
Well, the thing about it is, and it blocks that traffic in town. I mean, you were sitting there one day and you had to get out and push the button to make the traffic light even change. My suggestion is, and the state said we could do this, we own the traffic light. If we don't want the traffic light, take the traffic light down or turn the traffic light on caution and put a right turn only lane out there.
That'd really help the pedestrians. They'll have to go back to Tennessee to cross.
Yes.
Indiana's too far.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that you all can think
What
about.
kind of
if-
pedestrian traffic do we have there? Just a coffee shop basically and 7 Lowe's.
That's it.
About the only walking traffic we got. I'd like to see their final summation.
Right. And see, he's gonna do a traffic count, he's doing traffic count and everything to give y'all the numbers on this stuff.
You want to elaborate a little bit on the arrows going on Indiana Avenue that's been brought up to your attention before several times?
Oh, where there's an arrow on one side and an arrow on the other side.
Exactly.
The state's the one, no,
Design that intersection.
they assign that intersection. They're the one that has the authority to say, hey, it needs an arrow or it don't need an arrow, because that is actually done by engineers. I mean, we can't go out there and tell them, hey, we need an arrow here, just because we say it needs arrow here, doesn't mean it
Didn't
needs
it used to have an arrow there though?
I thought it
There
did,
is an
yeah.
arrow on one side,
But I thought it
that-
had one turning, you know, if you were coming from
Just
down the
one
valley.
blade right now.
If you're turning south on Indiana, there is no arrow.
there is.
Okay.
That's correct.
Only going north on Indiana.
Right, yeah.
And that's put in.
And this study should tell us
This
what
study
it
should
needs to
tell
be there
us.
or not.
check.
good,
If it, and that's what I was
That's
telling
what
the
we're,
guy
that's what we're after.
that was talking about it, this study should show, because he's gonna do all the traffic lights.
think it
Not just
needs to.
Just this down here, that's our number one priority down here, but he's gonna look at all of it.
Is there any possibility that we can have in-house, have to call outsiders for it to work normally? We have a power outage, and
Yes.
everything either comes back to normal, or we can put it back to normal in a matter of minutes.
You can actually have self-controllers on every traffic light that you have, is what he told Matt and I.
That, you sit in your car as you drive by and reset it.
Yep, you can.
This traffic signal right here years ago had a, where the banks are at, had an arrow turning to the north, but not this way, or to the south. And the state rejected that idea, but the city put it in anyway.
We're paying for it, they can't argue a whole lot.
They put it in, they said no, but the city put it in. That's why it's in there now.
It's very handy. And
Yeah,
it's all
because
time.
it needed to be, I don't know why they wouldn't do it out
They
here.
done a traffic study, and they said no, but
Oh, really?
that's when Kansas Artery and all those was on the council, they put it in.
They have traffic lights back in
I remember when they
Stop
did
sign,
the
stop
traffic
sign.
down here at the beach.
there. I remember stop sign there, one of these intersections.
Okay, that's all I have on the agenda. Mr. Kitts, you have anything?
No, I'm good, everything's running smooth and everything's good.
Trunk or treat tomorrow night,
Tomorrow night, yes, do not forget, trunk or treat,
6 to 8.
6 to 8. Mark, it's not gonna rain, and you're not gonna be sick. Wayne? Judd? Mark?
One thing.
Okay, Lynn?
We're trying to get some new phones for the city, and we've had, here's calls down here, going through all the departments. The phones that we have now are going bad, they've been here for years.
Landlines.
Yeah, and
32 years old?
I may have some Merlins to store in.
but,
You think I'm kidding?
but anyway, the new phones are going to be, they're like internet phones.
Yeah,
IP phones. And, the we're not having to buy any phones, it's gonna be a service that they provide from his call, which includes the phones. What we're paying now, or what we're gonna pay them is gonna go down to about maybe $400 a month.
It'll go down
It's going down. But the thing that we have to have
with better service.
Well, at the first, remember when we done the budget?
Yeah.
And you all told us to look into that, we saved $10,000 in one phone call.
How many times do we call?
Cut them off.
But there's gonna be some cost to it, not with the phones, because these IP phones work on a different switch. So like the finance department, maybe fire department, and maybe a couple other have to have a new type of switch. Plus conference room in there and here, and maybe, I think the street department, they have to have some new category 5 drops for their cable. And then Gamma has to come and switch everything up, because they gotta switch the main switch in the computer. And it's, the estimate is about, the quote's about, I think about 8,500 or something to do the whole thing.
Yeah, does
It's
this
just
comply
$18,000
with,
right out
Yeah.
there, so.
does this comply with all state regulations regarding fire departments and police departments?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
You'll leave the cannon straight. That's what the pack's got, cannon straight.
So we can put it on the agenda, but you vote on it. I'll have the exact, it's like 8,000 or something.
And we have to put that up for quote?
No, because it's a service.
And it's a service.
The actual thing is a service, and we're not buying any phones.
Does any of the department heads have anything? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the council on anything that was on the agenda? Meeting adjourned.